There is a new addition here at Running Springs. We have a beautiful, well, you know what? Let's just go look. Where is she at? Hello! Buttercup!
Look, it's Sophie!
It's not Sophie. It is going to be so difficult though, because next year, hopefully they're both pregnant, and then seeing them out in the pasture. I mean, obviously Sophie's gigantic and she's chunky and like there is a difference, but like they look a lot alike. Okay, so let me introduce you to Buttercup. This is Buttercup. We now have 2 Buttercups on the farm because she came with this name and I couldn't change it. So we have a goat and a horse named Buttercup. So now we have 2 Whalens and 2 Buttercups. I'm sorry. I didn't do it on purpose.
Don't let this happen again.
Let me pull up some things about her real quick. So this is Buttercup, AKA Southern Sweetie Pie. Her sire is It's a Southern Thing. Let me look up her mom. I know that her grandsire is Mito Sierra, which is kind of
the
like
powerhouse of the cell.
It's an older bloodline, and like I absolutely love that she comes with different blood than what my stallions have. So she's a bit of an outcross. Sierra's Bold in Gold is her dam, which is a really, really accomplished buckskin show mare. So this is our newest addition to the broodmare band. I'm gonna go turn her loose and let her walk around while we talk about her a little bit more.
I'm still gonna call you Sophie.
So Buttercup is 9 years old. She's a 2016 model. She's had 4 foals before coming to here. So she did show at one point. So she was under saddle. She showed in the lunge line, was very accomplished at the NSBA World Show, at the Buckskin World Show, or the Buckskin Congress, I think. And so she herself started off there in the show pen, but then COVID hit. Okay, her 3 or 4-year-old year, which is when she had planned on showing, and then all these shows were like shut down. And so her previous owners, instead of just having a year off, said, you know what, she's great. Let's go ahead and breed her while we have this off time. And then she had this really, really nice Palomino colt, and they said, you know what, we're just gonna keep breeding her. And so her show career never got to take off the way it is. She's completely sound. That's not an issue with her. She's like barefoot, big boned. I love her conformation. She's got good feet, which I think is such important things to have in your breeding program. And so so basically I wasn't looking for a new horse, but I've been keeping my ears open, my eyes out. Well, is that the saying?
It is now.
Eyes on the lookout, ears open for something for Denver, because Denver, being my younger stallion, we need to prove him. We need really good mares for his first couple of foal crops to accompany him and to make these amazing babies. And so she is a different blood, because all of my mares that I had for Denver in the barn that were proven were my hunt seeders. So like Trudy and Earlene and Indy and things like that, which is great. I bred Trudy to him, but I really needed some good Western mares. And so that's why we purchased Ricky early in the year, Gone Commando, and now Southern Sweetie Pie, AKA Buttercup. So she's for Denver, but she will have dates with both Denver and Whalen. I haven't measured her. I'd say she's probably 15.2. Her kids, so her progeny, she's only 9 years old herself. So her oldest, I think, is 4. And he was top 5 at the Congress in the Western Pleasure as a 2-year-old. He's a Palomino by Making Me Willy Wild. She has, I think, 2 babies by Machine Made, which we'll probably do that again at some point. One of them is of show age and is killing it in the Western Pleasure, named Homemade Pie. I love that name so much. And then she has a yearling, I believe, or 2 yearlings. So not that many babies, but they're already super successful. Look at, she's so friendly. She said, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's so, so sweet. So Amy Bragg is who sold her to me. I'm so thankful. She called me one morning and said, hey, I know you love Homemade Pie. Do you want her mom? I need to sell a horse, and it would just make my day if she went to you, because I knew we'd get to watch her on videos, and I knew she'd get taken care of and all those things. And so she is not giving y'all space whatsoever. She said, you know what?
That's okay.
This is about me. And it is about you. This whole video is about you. But as you can tell, she's not pregnant. And that's actually not as you can tell, because she looks pregnant, but she's not. She's open. So the plan is to probably do a round of ICSI this winter to hopefully get some embryos from BS Code Red or First Things First to have in the bank. And then she will carry a baby for herself this coming year, most likely with First Things First, aka Denver. So really excited about this addition to the broodmare band. I'm really trying to focus on diversifying our bloodlines, which she is. I'm really trying to focus on, you know, not so much on just the, you know, accolades of a mare, but on what they can offer structurally, their mind, their feet, their conformation. You know, she absolutely has had some proving, whether it be from herself or from her babies, but she's not a world champion. She's not a Congress champion. She's not one of those mares that's like, oh my gosh, she has 5 babies that have already gone and won the world. That's not her yet. But she has all these amazing components to her. And I think her color is just a bonus. You know, we like to say you have to like the horse if it was just plain brown as well, but she's got the wow factor on top of it. So if we could get a little Palomino from Denver, or a little buckskin action from, I mean, it'd be awesome. So let's see if she'll move around for us a little bit, just for a little like look into what she looks like. And then we are gonna go look at Raven really quick, because she is our first mare due in 2026, and we're getting close. So let's have like a little montage of Buttercup and then Raven. She looks like she'd be a couch. Yeah. She looks like I could sit on her and I'd be like this. That's what I feel like.
Probably take a nap mid-ride.
On Buttercup. She's so nice. Oh, watch out, Lindsay. Survival skills of a potato. She's in shape. It's a little better. I bet that's like in slow-mo. I bet that's just like sick. Whoa. Don't be running me over. Don't be running me over. It's like she knows I'm new mom. It's like she knows.
You have that motherly aura.
She's so sweet. Oh my gosh. So because she is from another farm, and like I trust the farm she's come from, like absolutely they take such amazing care of their animals, but she was on a trailer that had other horses. You know, it's just safer if we keep her kind of quarantined for a couple weeks. It doesn't hurt anything. So she's gonna stay going out in here. She won't go out in pastures for 2 weeks, and then we will put her out probably with Sophie and my yearlings, because I've been told she's kind of like low man in the pecking order when it comes to being out with a group of mares. So she probably needs to go out with the sweet ones. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of like get to know her. But Buttercup is amazing. Super excited for what's to come. Now let's go check on Raven, because Raven is our first mare due in 2026. I would like to say that she lost a bet, but she literally just volunteered. If I led her around. Whoa, oh. You're okay. What if she just starts breaking in half? She hasn't had someone on her back in like literal years. Her ears are not happy about it. Or maybe she's just listening. Yeah, she wide. Yeah. Pony rides, $2 a piece. I probably would have tested it out and like laid on her for a second, and you went right on up there. There you go, pony ride's over. She's chunky. Your hip flexors are gonna feel it afterwards. She's either 277 or 278. I don't know.
Days pregante?
Yeah. Days pregnant. Yes. The snap snap. Will you come hold her? Or one of you hold her? Okay.
I got 7%. Right, go for it.
Now we're taking a look at Raven. So Raven is the first mare due in 2026. Her safe date, so day 320, is January 1st. You're gonna make it to then, at least. If not 20 days after. I would prefer that, okay? Her due date is January 20th. We've never foaled out Raven, okay? I'm talking about you. We've never had a baby with her. This is a recip baby. So she's a recip mare carrying an embryo for Only Blue Couture and VS Code Red. We're very excited. We've never had one of these babies either. So the baby at this point at day 275 is like the size of a German Shepherd. It's like 70 pounds. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's like 60, 70 pounds at this point, like 18, 20 inches long.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So she's got like a big dog in her at the moment. She's got that dog in her. And, and we are just kind of looking at her body. I've been doing these on TikTok as well. So if you don't follow on TikTok and Facebook, we do breakdowns of all the mares pretty often. So right now we're looking at them like monthly. And then we'll get to the point where we're looking at them every 5 days and then every day. So we'll start looking at her every 5 days around day 295, day 300. I look at her every day. I'm just saying like for video's sake. And we'll look at her hip, her tail, her udder, her belly shape, how far down she's dropped down, all of those things. And we kind of take note of each mare specifically because not everybody is going to look same in their pregnant body, just like women. So for Raven specifically, she is really loose in her tail already.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not going to be indicative of her foaling for us. Some mares stay really tight in their tail until they get closer to foaling and then they get loose. So you're like, oh, baby's coming soon. We can't even use that on Raven because she's already so loose. She's kind of like middle of the road for like her hip softness. She's not super soft. She's not firm either. So like that's kind of hard as well. Her udder though is non-existent. If you want to peek under there, non-existent. There's no milk in there, which is good. We don't really want milk until after day 300. But I was told by her previous owner with the one foal she's had that she got really engorged, had a huge udder, was leaking milk, all of those things prior to foaling, which is good knowledge to have. So hopefully she kind of goes with that trend so that we have like a little, like, hey, it's coming. Yeah, like a little warning.
Yeah.
But she's already pretty thick. She's not getting a whole lot of food because like this belly, it's not hard for her to gain this belly. And it's gonna be a pretty big baby. So let me know if you have any questions. This is just kind of like a, hey, foaling season's coming. We could literally have a foal in like 6 weeks or less, not less, no less. We could have a foal in 6 weeks, maybe 8. So stay tuned for that and let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you love Buttercup as much as I do. So see y'all in the next one. Also, I feel like Superman, like, ugh. Look at this dang cute Christmas sweater. We have lots more, but this is one of the designs. There's Winston, there's Darla, there's Salem, Bo, Jack. I think, is that Dorothy or is that Blanche? Rosie,
That's
who's
Dorothy.
new. We got Buttercup over here, the other Buttercup. So yeah, go check out Christmas merch. Thanksgiving merch will be live through Thanksgiving, which actually Lindsay has on right now. Lindsay,
Thankful.
thankful. KatieVanSlyke.net. Check it out. Anyway.